hard though. Nah, but it's been a really fun tournament. We have had upsets, we've had close sets, man, and we have had these two players not see it as high as you might think, but they have been absolutely proving that they're people to not be messed with, as we have Haze and Synnister going up in winners finals here at Fusion 210.
I feel like Synnister really has like summed up the whole bracket as a player. Keep it moving fast, kill everybody at 20 or 40, and call it a day, you know?
Facts. Nah, he has definitely been hitting people up with the whole blender of attacks you got. I mean, mainly the Ryu this bracket so far, not much of the Ken, but it has been more than enough for him, able to get wins over the likes of Phantom and the like. And we have him going up against Haze, who's also been making great runs of his own at this bracket.
Yeah, I'm going to see an interesting stage pick. Not very common starter, but I like it all the same. Seeing the FD, of course, that is going to allow these fireballs to do a really good job at maintaining stage control. But at the same time, you know, Haze is going to be able to get in and get in quick in that horizontal play.
Yeah, and the stage control, like that's something like the Banana has as well, is also important. So definitely a beneficial stage for both players. So and I do like seeing NJ kind of expand outwards and not just solely go PS2, you know what I mean? Helps spice things up as a viewer.
Well, I think, too, there's like a big difference in play on some of these maps, and so utilizing that to your advantage, you have the stage list, taking that all the way through has been really nice to watch. That being said, Synnister coming...
What a shield break.
Bro. I thought I was going to say coming close to getting the kill. No, I forgot this character can break shields like it's nothing.
Yeah, I mean, Synnister is the type of player that will catch you slipping and will not hesitate to strike, and we have been seeing him just be on point with these punishes this whole tournament. It definitely feels like, I mean, if I had to place money on anybody right now, I mean, as good as Haze has been playing, it feels like Synnister's on another level right now.
Oh, 100%. We're seeing that right now, slowing it down with those fireballs, being willing to go ahead and take their time. But you know what? Gets caught by the Banana. That is one thing that Haze has done really well, is recognizing when his opponent is landing and catching them for that.
Yeah, exactly. So Haze has also been playing extremely well, too, has been able to get some wins throughout this bracket. I mean, we saw against Yeast, right? He really controls the pace of the game when he's at his best, you know what I mean? He knows exactly how to overwhelm you with attacks while not being put in a place where he can get easily punished. So if we can see more of that, I can definitely see him taking this set as well.
Yeah, and so far, doing a good job, as you said, slowing it down at that ledge, using the Banana to go ahead, get the F smash. Not going to be able to do it, but it don't matter. Diddy's very strong at ledge, and getting a little aggressive there, not having to pay the price for it, and monkey flipping right on in to keep the pressure rolling.
Yeah, I think a key thing so far, I mean, we're seeing Haze come back and even get a bit of a lead here, and I think that's mainly because he is not allowing Synnister to play nearly as grounded as he wants to. I mean, he's finally able to get that confirmed right there, but it took quite a beating for him to get to that point.
Yeah, but now on an even playing field, it is only a question of this stock at this point. Can they take what they've learned, what they've adapted to, and apply it right here, right now?
Yeah, and if you're Haze, you can't afford to get hit all willy-nilly by those fireballs. I mean, he got hit by a single one. It took 17% health from him. So definitely, I mean, you got to recognize just how strong Ryu is as a character. Like, all of his hits just hit so hard.
Oh, yeah, and he has great conversions, great combos to go ahead and pace into that. That being said, you know, right now, slowing it down, not wanting to risk too much damage from this monkey, and able to go ahead, knock him with some fireballs, keep the pressure rolling. I love that trade. Definitely worked it for Synnister. But now, caught by the monkey flip. Haze in the driver's seat. What can he do?
Oh, and now he's starting to really come back. The damage was piling up on Haze's side, but he was able to respond properly, getting that forward smash, reading the side B, and taking an entertaining game one. Really back and forth action right there.
Yeah, did a phenomenal job, just unable to secure it out against him. And instead, you know, we're going to be able to see now in this 1-0, what can Haze do to keep it at a 2-0, or will we be going into a 1-1 scenario, that rubber band game, allowing Synnister the ability to regain momentum onto his side?
Yeah, and remember, this is a best of 5, so it's not quite the end of the world if Haze takes game 2 for Synnister, but ideally you want to be in a situation where you get to game 3 and have the potential to get stage control advantage heading into a game 5 scenario, you know, if you take a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, and right now, Haze doing a good job of just slowing it down after getting brutalized early on in this game against Synnister. That being said, he's retaking control immediately. I love how he's utilizing that center plat to just go ahead, lock down with the fireballs. Back air, not quite going to do it, but it don't matter. We are still in the driver's seat.
Yeah, no, I think the back air right there, I mean, such a strong attack from Ryu. Being able to take advantage of that whenever possible is always huge. But you also don't want to get edge guarded by Haze right here, but able to get the down smash cancel side B. I mean, starting to become a little bit of a signature move here from Synnister, right? We're seeing that. We saw that in the previous set that he played, right? So, I mean, it's definitely a nice little option to catch your opponent slipping.
Right now, not slipping one bit, though, for Haze, as he's going to go ahead, get the conversion, though Synnister. Right as I say that, I'm just jinxing my boy, and now he is taking mad damage, almost lapped in percent, and you don't want to be a ledge against Synnister, and thankfully, Haze able to swing on out.
You know, the commentary's curse sometimes goes crazy, and I mean, we've been seeing that as Synnister has just built up this massive lead here against Haze, just really taking advantage of this stage counter pick as well as just adapting to this overall gameplay, man. And it's interesting that he's on Hollow Bastion, right? The counter pick.
Hey, you know what? I like it, though, how he's been utilizing it with, as I mentioned earlier, the fireballs, and then being able to go ahead and retreat to that platform when he feels that he might have overextended inside of advantage. Now, though, swinging out of that disadvantage, Haze locked a ledge at 81% nonetheless. We are getting right in that zone where Synnister can pop just about anything and secure that kill with the Shoryuken. But Haze instead fighting his way through, really scrapping for it, unable to keep advantage flowing. Now off ledge. Oh, the miss. That could be it for him.
Oh
no,
my goodness.
We're surviving.
Yeah, no, it is definitely looking a bit dire for Haze here, but you got to do those kinds of risky options. But at the end of the day, man, it was just too much of a lead for Synnister. He's going to take game 2 fairly decisively, heading into a game 3 situation now. I mean, it's going to be really interesting seeing who can get the stage counter pick advantage in this best of 5 set. The game 3s are always like some of the most crucial parts of a best of 5.
Oh, 100%. And the reason why we call them that rubber band game, as I mentioned earlier, is because of the fact that this decides who's going to have the momentum if this goes to a game 5, especially where these two players have been so willing to go to different stages. We saw FD as the starter, then we saw Hollow, and now we're seeing Town and City. Clearly, these two players understand the advantages of these different stages and how to utilize them, and so this game win could be a big deal.
Yeah, this is the most stage diversity I've seen in an NJ set in like years, bro. But all jokes aside, man, it is great seeing the counter pick game really come into effect in this matchup, man. I feel like it goes to show just how much experience these players have in terms of this game, playing against each other, playing these characters.
Yeah, and you know what? So far, both of them doing a really good job of utilizing this Town and City pick, the large stage to go ahead and prepare some of these bananas, some of these fireballs. At the same time, the difference in some of the platform layouts for Haze's movement. That being said, we're on to kind of the Kalos-esque stage layout, and it is paying off for Haze as they've got Synnister locked onto that plat. Synnister breaking through with the nair.
Yeah, no, I definitely like this counter pick. This is kind of the classic Diddy counter pick. Synnister able to secure KO there, but I mean, I still like the counter pick, but Haze is going to ultimately have to really capitalize on it if he wants to take this game 3, especially when it comes to getting horizontal KOs. That's definitely what you want if you're Diddy Kong here.
Yeah, and right now, trying to lock him down on ledge. Not only should we mention those horizontal kills, but also the edge guards. Haze hasn't really been able to get a lot of them, but really trying to force the issue there off stage. Sadly, though, unable to do so. And now Synnister already past the point of full rage. That is scary, but Haze locking it down, seeing that Synnister wanted to run off that plat and catching him with the back air. It's that utilization of the platforms that we saw an attempt at earlier that's been paying off. And now Haze trying to force his way through with the monkey flips, with the bananas. Can he find his way into neutral?
Yeah, this platform layout right here is part of why Diddy Kong loves this stage. I feel like the specific height of these platforms and the way they're situated, it's perfect for Diddy Kong to have the ability to literally just fly around across the screen, just everywhere. But Synnister is having none of that so far.
Oh, and I don't blame him. You don't want to allow Diddy to feel comfortable whatsoever, and able to do so thus far with some of these snares, with some of those down Bs. But Haze showing off, as you noticed, some brutal techniques with the advantage take.
Yeah, but just like that, you get hit by one jab, and all of a sudden, that Shoryu combo is coming straight to your chin. Synnister going to have just a little bit of a lead here, but just enough to make you feel good if you're a Synnister fan watching at home. Especially with those fireball damage. The Hadouken's going crazy.
That's the thing. You let that Shoryuken break through, and all of a sudden, you are getting massacred. And now look at that. Throwing out that other uppercut. Able to survive the down smash. Luckily for him, and getting the little poke too through the stage. Phenomenal job of being able to place that, and now using the fireball, slow it down, try to see if he could break through Haze's armor in neutral. As we both mentioned, this could swing the momentum.
Oh, for sure, and we see this platform layout come back here. This could be pretty huge in terms of getting some of these combos off. I mean, again, this layout is very synergistic for Diddy Kong, so you can definitely make something happen here, but you're gonna have to do it fast.
Yeah, and at 130,
oh, this is your
you
chance.
are gonna have to play so careful.
Oh, that was your chance. Almost got it, but this is not quite enough. But wow, you got a little bit of shenanigans going on both sides.
Yeah, look at this. Haze trying to avoid him and barely dodging through, able to go ahead and survive.
I have very rarely seen something like that happen, but it's not. It's actually, wait, he grabbed. That's a flub from him. Oh, but it doesn't matter.
We go ahead, we finish it out. You know, Synnister had a little bit of some flubbery, but it don't matter. He brought it through and was able to go ahead and secure that game number 3. Now, 2-1. Haze really kind of put on notice, especially where he's been missing a lot of these edge guards. We've seen multiple down airs miss the mark, and it has end up costing him a lot of damage, if not stocks.
Also, I gotta say, man, the composure from Synnister is great, man. When he saw that grab, he just laughed it off, said, you know what, that's okay, and immediately responded with a KO with that ridiculous side B that, I mean, even the weak hitbox right there, or there isn't even really a weak hitbox, right? So,
oh yeah, it's just the one nice big hit. You got to be able to send it. And now back to Town and City. Can't blame Haze for running it back. But that being said, Synnister held some very good composure and was able to go ahead and come through. And so far, making a good mark, unable to pop that shield like he seemingly is kind of pushing for it. And now Haze finding the mark with that double fist and able to dish out some nice good damage there.
Oh yeah, for sure. And here comes the big forward smash. Finally able to get a punch like that off. I mean, he has kind of struggled to get that, but look at that, man. Again, one jab is all it takes sometimes.
Hey, you know what? Some days all you need is one, and one hit makes the mark, and there is that one hit for Haze.
I don't know if you saw, but I think he also got hit by the banana hitbox as he was getting spiked. That was a bit of a double whammy right there, and that's definitely what you need.
It just kind of helps secure it, you know? Yeah. Needed that little...
just to make sure.
Exactly. The little cherry on top.
Yeah, it's definitely what you need if you're Haze here. I mean, being able to bring it back to a two-stock situation in pretty emphatic fashion is definitely nice. And we see his percentage lead kind of build up a little bit.
Yeah, as he gets that grab, gets the nice good pummels, and now trying to lock him at ledge, gets the catch on the roll, throws him right back off stage. Are we conditioning for something? Maybe a little. We get the catch on that double jump. This could be a stock here. Up tilt, not going to be able to do it, sadly, though.
Yeah, no, it is definitely been looking good for Haze so far, putting on a lot of pressure, but you have to secure this KO, though, because you're building a lot of rage for Ryu here, and you get very close to getting KO'd with rage if you're not careful here. So, I mean, look at this. Oh, that probably would have been wraps for that stock.
Yeah, it came really close, but you know what? Some days, Haze just not having to worry about it as he falls out. And look at that, the banana slip, able to go ahead and save him from what could have been a huge punish. And now the forward air finally sealing out the stock. But at 78%, you ain't far away from dropping your own.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is what you have to watch out for when you're playing against Ryu. You have to be so careful, but I mean, Synnister, I mean, look at that.
Dude,
He's
too nice with it.
Yeah. That's the thing when you get to this really high level to where, like, it feels like any minute interaction, like, every single one matters, you know, because, you know, you get a single parry there, and then it leads to something huge like that. And now he has the lead.
All right, the monkey flip through. Really trying to force the issue. I love the focuses, doing a really good job of securing himself back onto stage. That being said, still being thrown off, being pushed out to the limit. Can he shut him down? Yes, sir. The Nair coming through for a quick, clean 30%.
Yeah, I mean, these little combos do a lot of damage, but that fireball's going to get beat out by the side B, but, oh, actually misses the short U, but it doesn't matter, man. Whew.
Yeah, don't need to hit that one if you got another hit waiting, locked and loaded in the chamber.
Exactly.
And look at that synergy coming through 3-1.
Synnister is going to be sitting pretty in a winner's side.
Synergy. My bad.
Oh, man. That's tough. That's tough. But Synnister is going to be sitting pretty in winner's side of the grand finals. Man, and that's just like... It feels crazy to say, but at the same time, man, he has been just on an absolute tear over the past, you know, however long. And yeah, that was so nice right there.
Dude, he had him on lock there.
And also, like, Haze won this game, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, he gets the side B read into the forward smash, but, you know, Synnister really rebounded from that heavy.
Yeah, no, he locked and loaded on that game, but then all of a sudden, you know, Synnister figured out his way during that game number 2. We saw a lot more slower pace with the fireballs, with the Tatsus to go ahead and land onto that plat and slide off, having the safety there. And look at that right there, exactly what I was mentioning. We're gonna slow it down with the fireball, and then I'm gonna burst you down when you make one little mistake. And it really showcased how well Synnister can play between that fast and boost playstyle and that calm, cool, collected, we slowing it down and not letting a little weakness show in the armor.
Exactly, man. And yeah, Synnister going to be, again, staying pretty in winner side of grand finals, man, which, I mean, it's so cool seeing him really rise up as of lately and to defeat a player like Haze, who has been a PR staple ever since 2022. I mean, it's really great to see, man. And I mean, during this game, I mean, we saw, I mean, just the poise to be able to mess up like that and be okay with it and immediately respond with a KO. Like, that's the kind of stuff you see from elite players, you know what I mean? It's not that the elite players play perfectly. It's that they have the perfect response to a given situation. You know what I mean?